This is going to be a quick video. Uh, just moved in the battery bank into the shed. I have to rewire half of this, but wanted to get it operational. It's the first time I've seen this. And we are at 930 watts. And it was just at 1,140. And the nice part is my array is only, I believe it's 1,300. So that's pretty awesome. Now it's in absorption mode, so it's dropped down to 850. But looking good. So here's the battery bank. I don't even know how many amp hours this is. Each one of these is a 6 volt or 232 amp hours. I believe total in watts, I think this is about 16,000 watts. 16,000 something watts. Obviously, we're not going to run it down. Probably go down to 50%. So basically you've got 8,800 watts to play around with. Now my array on the shed at this point is probably not enough to fully charge this bank if it were brought down, down to 50% DOD. But the reason why I went with the larger bank is, one, I plan on expanding and putting some, let that focus, some panels up on that roof eventually, because I've pre-wired the DC on that. The other reason is this is mostly a weekend cabin, so while I'm gone, this bank will obviously charge up. So, when we come in on a Friday night, or if I rent it out at all on a Friday night, there's going to be over 8,000 watts. So it just gives you a little extra capacity. And anyway, this is it. I'll make this short because it's just a quick little update. I'm still in the process of wiring everything. We're at 720 watts, but we're in absorption mode. But when it was in, when I first turned it on, it skyrocketed up and held at about 1,140, almost 1,200 watts for a 1,300 watt array. You can't really do much better. What's still remaining is probably about 8 hours of work. I have to build a battery box and then do my venting. So that's going to be at least, actually, that'll probably be a 4 or 5 hour job by itself, at least. Then I have to drill a hole through here, and my AC lines that are already pre-wired are going to come out, and I'm going to bring them into, I'm not sure I'm going to do it yet, but I think I'm going to bring it in through a conduit under here where the batteries, this isn't going to be obviously like this. This is just temporary. But I'm going to have a 2-inch conduit, so I'm going to have the AC leads run in, and I'm going to try to see if I can stuff them in and come in, and then I'll bring them up around and we'll snake them in here. The nice part is this stuff you're not going to see because the face plate goes over it, and then I'll just connect up my 3 lines. I'm not doing any AC in. Later on when I get a generator maybe, but it's just going to be AC out, and that's it. Then I have to run a small section of conduit underneath the porch in the front of the cabin, and that I'm doing that so I can run the conduit and the AC wire underneath the porch and then up into the breaker box. That's it. Then the house is operational, but again, I got to do the battery box, and that's still, like I said, 4 or 5 hours at least, especially with the venting and stuff. I think this time I'm going to do a brushless fan vent instead of a passive. I haven't really fully determined yet, but if I do the vented brushless fan one, I'm basically going to build like I think like a 2-foot by 4-foot battery box, and then I'm basically at the bottom I'm just going to have 3 vent holes that'll allow fresh air, the air to go in it, and then at the top of it, in the base, I'm sorry, at the middle of it, at the top will be an opening and the only other opening, because the hydrogen will rise, and then the fan will push it out. And then I just have to figure out where I'm going to do this here in the whole scheme of, I'll step back in the whole scheme of things. But this is the system. Still in a bit of a mess, but we'll get it all tidied up once we get the box in and everything buttoned up.